did you ever play a sock hop?
I did.
Okay, in the gym?
In the gym.
Okay.
Gymnasiums were a popular setting they still are, actually. Well, not literally as we speak right now, but up until this time frame, they're very popular.
Okay. Very good. Anything else exciting going on? Just run-of-the-mill?
Run-of-the-mill stuff, huh?
Yeah, I'm bored.
Well, we had a fire, and we'll talk more about that. Had a lot of fires lately for whatever reason. I'm not really sure.
Well, there have been an unusual number of brush fires in the Nyland area.
Yeah.
And methinks that perhaps there is somebody behind that.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yes.
Wouldn't be.
Oh, well, maybe just because it gets them out of the house. I don't know.
Well, and we will have the update on the numbers for the coronavirus and a breakdown in ages and whether they're male or female. So we'll share that with you this morning.
Okay. We've got all sorts of good stuff heading your way. And today, well, as you know, it has to be a day.
Uh-oh.
Today is Limerick Day.
Limerick, okay.
Okay. Are you familiar with limericks?
Yeah, I don't think we have any limericks here.
Well, a limerick's easy to write. 5 lines with a humorous bite. The first 2 lines always rhyme, with the very last line every time. When you're done, stand up and recite.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Are they any relationship to our buddy that wrote The Cat in the Hat?
Well, it wouldn't surprise me, and I think Dr. Seuss. You're thinking more, I think, of Shel Silverstein.
Could be.
He would have been writing limericks.
I think you're right.
Yes. Yeah, Dr. Seuss would have, but his would all be clean, and the clean limericks aren't funny.
Yeah. So there you go.
Okay. Today is also Odometer Day. Let's hear it for your odometer.
Odometers, yeah. Hopefully they feel the love.
Yes. It's also Nutty Fudge Day. I like fudge. I do not like nuts in the fudge.
You just take the nuts off.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe I'll make fudge today, and I'll put some, pecans in it.
Well, there you go, though. There's the nuts, then.
Yeah, but I won't eat it.
Okay.
Okay. I'll bring it in. Gabe will eat anything.
Pretty much. We're having people bring things in from elsewhere just to have him sample them.
Yes.
If you get his blessing, you've got something.
As we refer to, Gabe, around here, the incinerator.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And there is such a thing. The name brand,
yes.
Incinerator.
Okay. And by the way, we will have some updated information on the COVID-19 situation in the Valley. If you would like, you can listen to Dr. Stephen Munday, the Imperial County Health Officer, and his presentation at a press conference yesterday. It's available on our YouTube channel, and you can tune in and catch it.
That's
Not COVID-19, but catch the press conference.
Yeah, don't catch that.
Okay. You ready for birthdays?
I'm ready for birthdays.
Big shot birthdays. How about composer Burt Bacharach? He is 92.
Wow.
Actress Millie Perkins is 84. Actress Linda Dano is 77. Singer Steve Winwood, 72. Actress Lindsay Krause, 72. Actor Bruce Boxleitner, 70. Singer Billy Squire is 70. Actor Gabriel Byrne, 70. Drummer Eric Singer of Kiss, 62. Actor Ving Rhames is 61. Actor Emilio Estevez is 58. Actress April Grace, 58. Actress Vanessa Williams, 57. Actor Stephen Baldwin, one of the Baldwin brothers, 54. Actor Scott Schwartz from A Christmas Story. I think he was one of the bullies. He's 52. Actress Kim Fields from The Facts of Life, 51. Actress Samantha Mathis is 50. Actress Jamie Luner is 49. Actress Ray Seahorn, 48. Actress Mackenzie Aston, 47. Actor Rami Malek is 39. Actress Claire Bowen, 36. Actor Malcolm David Kelly is 28. Okay? Local birthdays, you ready?
I'm ready.
Coming up.
There are everyday actions to help prevent the spread of respiratory diseases. Wash your hands. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Stay home when you are sick. Cover your cough or sneeze. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects with household cleaning spray. For more information, visit cdc.gov/COVID-19. This message brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Birthdays, we have birthdays. Happy birthday, Annie Avina, Gustavo Romero, Cookie Carvajal, Jorge Carvajal, David Ross, Cheryl Livesey, Frances Agundes, and her husband, Mike Agundes, Stephanie Flores, Eddie Martinez, Andy Silva, Luther Evans, Art Bracamontes, Stephanie Moreno, Bobby Gale, Daniel Thornburg, Norma Serrano, Patricia Kelly, Bailey Villa, Angelita Licias, and Joshua Coleman. Happy birthday from KXO. Okay, have some nutty fudge to celebrate your birthday, okay?
Okay.
Very good. Anything else exciting?
Well, we don't want to give away too much. We got the news coming up here.
Okay. I don't know about you, but I can't wait for Rosanna at the airport to reopen. I can't decide whether to, go with a mullet or maybe pigtails or a ponytail.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's getting to that point.
You might do it all.
Yes.
Sometime.
I think the last time my hair was this long would have been in the 70s.
Lost in the 70s.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's been a long time since I've had mine this long. So.
Yeah. Well, I have to pick up some bell bottoms and maybe a polyester leisure suit. Oh, wait, I have one. Yeah.
Bulletproof polyester. That's what they use. Ah,
yes. Oh, well. Anyway, we're ready for the news if you are.
I am.
We're going to jump in with a look at World and California news headlines, brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning, your year-round comfort specialist.
CBS News Update. Dr. Anthony Fauci is getting ready to warn against reopening the country too early during the pandemic. He's about to testify remotely before lawmakers in the Senate. Republican Lamar Alexander says Americans can't afford to shut down the country.
There's not enough money available to help all those hurt by a closed economy. All roads back to work, back to school, lead through testing, tracking, isolation, treatment, and vaccine.
But Democrat Patty Murray says there isn't enough testing available.
The Trump administration's response to this public health emergency so far has been a disaster all on its own. Delays, missteps have put us way behind where we need to be on diagnostic tests.
This morning, the FDA granted Moderna fast-track designation for an experimental COVID vaccine to speed up the regulatory review process. CBS News Update. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Lock Air Conditioning wants you to protect the things you care about. Protect your family with the air scrubber that utilizes Active Pure, certified technology to protect against airborne and surface contaminants. Clean, deodorize, purify, and protect not only your family, but your home. The air scrubber installs easily to your heating and cooling system, and it's made in the USA. Call Lock Air Conditioning now for details. 760-353-4501. Lock Air Conditioning, and protect the things you care about. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news. Two groups of inmates in an LA County jail apparently tried to infect themselves with the coronavirus by sharing water in a mask.
Somehow there was some mistaken belief among the inmate population that if they tested positive that there was a way to force our hand and somehow release more inmates out of our jail environment. and that's not going to happen.
Sheriff Alex Villanueva showing footage of the inmates sharing a container of hot water and others sniffing a mask. Within 2 weeks, 30 prisoners had tested positive for the virus. Parts of the state continuing to ease stay-at-home restrictions. In L.A., Mayor Eric Garcetti saying thank you.
I'm confident that the same power that has propelled us for these last 2 months is the same power that will propel us for the next few months as we take these brave new steps forward.
Mayor applauding those who social distance and wore masks, and he urged the public to keep it up. Special election in Southern California's 25th Congressional District, filling the seat vacated by Katie Hill, who resigned last year. Low 70s in L.A., Sacramento, and San Diego today. Jeff Scott, California News.
World and California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning, your year-round comfort specialist. You got a break. It's going to be a little bit cooler this week. Call Lock Air Conditioning and make sure your AC will make it through the summer.
From nurses to truck drivers, doctors to grocery clerks, the front lines in today's crisis are filled with brave actions every day. And you can do your part by completing the 2020 census. This simple effort online, by phone, or by mail will help impact the next 10 years of healthcare, schools, and roads. All of our first responders need your response. So go to 2020census.gov today. Shape your future. Start here at 2020census.gov. Paid for by U.S. Census Bureau.
Okay, you know how it feels when you've saved enough for that long-awaited home edition? Now imagine an addition on that addition. Whoa. That's the feeling with Capital One, where a new savings account earns an interest rate 5 times the national average. That's right, 5 times, as represented by 5 times more singers. This is banking reimagined. Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Terms apply. Rate comparison based on FDIC national rate. Capital One N.A. member FDIC.
It's page 1 of the local news. Page 1 is a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They have 2 locations in the valley. In El Centro, on Imperial Avenue next to Food for Less. In Brawley, at Highway 86 and Julia Drive. That's the Brawley Auto Center.
Taking a look at the latest in local news for a Tuesday morning. More information on the COVID-19 pandemic. The numbers are going up. The Imperial County Public Health Department updated the numbers for local residents affected by the coronavirus. As of Monday evening, there are 564 total positive cases of the virus in the valley. That's an increase of 52 from the numbers released Friday evening. Active cases are now 286, an increase since Friday. Patients that have recovered increased 28, now stand at 266. The number of deaths remains at 12. The Imperial County Public Health Department also has released more information on the deaths that have occurred. 7 women have died, 2 of them over 80 years of age. 4 deaths of women between 70 and 79 years of age, and 1 between 40 and 49. 5 men have died, 2 over 80 years of age, 2 between 70 and 79, and 1 between 50 and 59 years of age. All 12 deaths reported are Hispanic. The number of individuals tested has jumped 744 since Friday's report. The health department also said that testing at the OptumServe site at the fairgrounds is open to anyone. Residents will need either to complete an online questionnaire or call the OptumServe scheduling line for more information. There will be no walk-ins that will be accepted. Well, the County Board of Supervisors have a meeting today. George Gale has more.
Their weekly board meeting is this morning. Supervisors have 4 items on the regular agenda. Board will discuss 2 items, sitting as the Air Pollution Control Board. Supervisors prefer you view the meeting on the live video provided on the county website. If you do attend the meeting, be prepared for social distancing. It will be strictly enforced. Everyone at the meeting will remain at least 6 feet away from everyone else. Public portion of the meeting convenes at 10 o'clock this morning. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
KXO News Time, 7:43.
Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers now have 2 locations in the Imperial Valley, on Imperial Avenue next to Food for Less at El Centro, and in the Brawley Auto Plaza, Highway 86 and Julia Drive in Brawley. Quick Lane services all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. They're open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. till 6 p.m., Saturdays, 8 a.m. till 5 p.m. And they've got the best prices on name brand tires, guaranteed. Just ask your Quick Lane advisor for details. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro.
The Imperial County Fire Department responded to a structure fire at Highway 98 and Brockman Road at about 9 p.m. on Monday. Mutual aid was called in with the Calexico and El Centro fire departments responding to assist. Well, the city of El Centro confirms the agreement. George Gale explains.
The city had announced plans to reopen businesses closed because of the COVID-19 pandemic. Friday, county representatives met with city staff. Following the meeting, it was announced everybody would be working together. City of El Centro later issued a statement agreeing with what had been released by the county. According to the agreement, El Centro and the county would work with the other cities around the valley to phase in the reopening of local businesses without jeopardizing the health and well-being of county residents. Plan agreed to is being called the Roadmap, and it is available on the county website. Phase-in plan is also on the County Public Health Department website as well. For KXL Local News, I'm George Gale.
Well, and you did feel an earthquake last night just before 7:50 p.m. It was 3.3 on the Richter scale. It was centered 18.7 miles north of Ocotillo. That concludes this edition of Local News. Page 2 coming up.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
Visiting Imperial Valley, the America's Best Value Inn and Suites by Red Lion has all the comforts of home. All rooms have a microwave, refrigerator, and cable TV with HBO. They have an outdoor pool, spacious parking, and free continental breakfast, which includes hot waffles. All these luxuries start as low as $49 per night. And be sure to ask about contractors and crew rates. America's Best Value Inn and Suites is close to I-8 at 455 Wake Avenue in El Centro, across from In-N-Out Burger and IHOP. Make your reservation now by calling 760-352-6620. That's 352-6620. America's Best Value Inn and Suites by Red Lion, 455 Wake Avenue, El Centro.
Page 2 of the local news and in-depth weather brought to you this morning by David H. West Insurance Services. You can see David, you can see Jose. Talk to them about life insurance, health insurance, or retirement planning.
Continuing with more local news, a 2-vehicle collision took place yesterday afternoon. George Gale has the story.
It happened just before 6:30 Monday morning. One of the vehicles rolled, blocking at least one lane of traffic. California Highway Patrol says the collision was reported on Highway 111 north of Interstate 8. CHP says there were injuries as a result of the collision. There has been no information as to the extent of those injuries. Collision is being investigated by the California Highway Patrol. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
U.S. Border Patrol agents at the Highway 111 immigration checkpoint near Nyland arrested a 37-year-old man attempting to smuggle 6 illegal aliens Friday morning. The man was driving a Volvo SUV that was found to have been stolen about 4 weeks ago. Just to add another element, a loaded 9mm handgun was found under the front passenger seat. There were 5 adult men and a juvenile, a female, that were all in this country illegally. All citizens of Mexico. The driver, a U.S. citizen, is being held in federal custody pending criminal prosecution. Well, scammers, they are unscrupulous. Here's more on that story.
They thrive on tragedy and other people's misfortune. COVID-19 pandemic is no exception. Scammers are using the pandemic to try and steal your Medicare number, personal information, and your money. they are using robocalls, social media posts, and emails. Remember, if anyone reaches out to get your Medicare number or personal information in exchange for something, you can bet it is a scam. Some of the scams are robocalls offering respiratory masks that never get sent, social media posts fraudulently seeking donations for non-existent charities, or claiming to give you stimulus funds if you enter your bank account information. Fake testing kits, cures, immunity pills, and offers for protective equipment also being made. For more tips and information, go to medicare.gov/fraud. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
The Imperial County Health Officer, Dr. Stephen Monday, met with the members of the press Monday afternoon to update the local COVID-19 situation. A podcast of that press conference is available on the KXO website, kxoradio.com, and on the KXO YouTube channel. We'll be back with a look at the weather.
David H. West Insurance has been helping residents in Imperial Valley for many years with their insurance needs. David, Jose, and staff are trained professionals who can help you make the right decision with your insurance coverage, from health, Medicare, and most importantly, a life insurance plan. How much life insurance do you need and what's your monthly cost? We'll call David H. West Insurance today to make an appointment and get a free quote on a life insurance plan that's right for you and your family at 760-352-3411. That's 352-3411.
Here's Carroll Buckley with the weather update.
The National Weather Service says a cooling trend will bring temperatures back to around normal readings beginning today, lasting through Friday, while dry conditions prevail. Increased afternoon breeziness will be common for much of the week as several weather systems move well north of the area. The high temperatures will be in the low to mid-90s. Increasing high pressure into the weekend will lead to warmer temperatures and highs once again reaching near 100 degrees. Our high yesterday was 100, the low 66. Wind gusts peaked at 33 miles per hour. Today will be sunny with a high near 92. West winds 10 to 15 miles an hour, increasing to 20 to 25 miles an hour in the afternoon, with gusts as high as 35 miles an hour. Clear skies tonight with a low around 64. West wind 20 to 25 miles an hour, decreasing after midnight. And tomorrow will be sunny with a high near 89. West winds 5 to 15 miles an hour, gusting up to 20 miles per hour. 73 degrees downtown, 25% relative humidity. Wind out of the west-southwest at 5 to 15 miles an hour. Your border wait, downtown Calexico, it's a 4.5-hour wait. No waiting sentry, an hour pedestrian. Eastport, about a 45-minute wait there. No waiting sentry, 45 minutes ready lane. It's an hour at Andrade. Page 2 of the local news and the weather, brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for health insurance plans and Medicare supplemental coverage. David H. West Insurance Services.
As our country continues to work through this crisis, China Palace Chinese Food remains open to serve our customers. Simply call 760-353-1510 for takeout service. You and your family can enjoy the same great food you're accustomed to for lunch or dinner in the comfort of your home or office. If you need a menu, go to ChinaPalaceRestaurants.com. Delivery to your home or office is also available. So order your favorite Chinese food, lunch or dinner dishes like salt and pepper fish or chicken, Mongolian beef or chicken, seafood dishes, and more. For home or office takeout, call now, 760-353-1510, 353-1510. That's 353-1510. Yes, China Palace Chinese Food is now open for takeout service for as long as they're allowed to do so. Takeout service now at China Palace Chinese Food.
And it's sports time. What's going on in the world of sports? Not much. Yeah, well, the Major League Baseball, the owners, the players, trying to get together. The owners have approved the season proposal. They plan to start up in July. But the players, well, the Players Association is still kind of up in the air. Money, yeah, money's at the heart of the issue. Owners fearful of deep financial losses with fan-free stadiums agreed yesterday to a plan that includes a 50-50 revenue split with the players. Yeah, so, well, we'll have to wait and see. Meanwhile, the match is set, the trash talking has begun, and the odds are on the board for a star-studded 18-hole event to raise money for coronavirus relief efforts on Memorial Day weekend. Yeah, Tiger Woods and Peyton Manning are the favorites over Phil Mickelson and Tom Brady in the match. Champions for charity. Yeah, showdown on May 24th at the Medalist Golf Club in Florida.
IID understands the COVID-19 pandemic is creating financial hardship for many of our customers, but reminds you that we are here to help. Customers experiencing hardship should contact our friendly customer service staff to arrange a flexible payment plan and ask about IID's other payment assistance programs. Don't hesitate. Call us today at 1-800-303-7756. IID, where customers always come first.
Well, Texans Deshaun Watson could get a contract with $40 million guaranteed per year. Yeah, that will reset the market for quarterbacks. Yes. And Conor McGregor, he demands a fight with UFC interim lightweight champion Justin Gaethje. Yeah, McGregor itching for a fight. Well, now that the medication has kicked in, he's not picking on police officers or civilians anymore. Right. That's it for Sports Time. Stick around. We've got a look at financial news, and it's just ahead.
There's a lot going on right now, and broadcasters are on the ground covering all of it, bringing you the weather, the traffic, and breaking news, all while entertaining you 24 hours a day. Someone needs to tell you what's going on around the world and in our hometowns, and that someone is us. We are free radio. We are always there. We are broadcasters. Visit wearebroadcasters.com or text radio to 52886 to learn more. Furnished by NAB and this station.
And it's financial news and a brief look at the weather, all brought to you by your Imperial Valley Ford dealers. Tesla has reopened their plant in Fremont. Chief Executive Elon Musk vowed that he would reopen the plant, and he did. The plant is located in Alameda County, one of the 6 San Francisco Bay Area counties under a regional shelter-in-place order set to expire at the end of this month. But Musk says plant's got to reopen, and we'll let the chips fall where they do. And, hey, talk about the chips falling right. Yeah. The chairman and CEO of AT&T, Randall Stephenson, yeah, he's retiring, and AT&T will give him $274,000 a month for life. Yeah, company filings show that the departing chairman and CEO is retiring with a staggering pension account worth $64 million. So, how is your 401k doing?
Everyone is trying to do their part, especially now. And here's how your Ford dealer is built to lend a hand. Ford service centers are an essential part of your community. And your Ford dealer is there to help you during these trying times. If your vehicle is in need of service, simply call to schedule an appointment. Your participating Ford service centers are ready to help. Ask about pickup and delivery options. Plus, they've implemented enhanced cleaning measures for added peace of mind. After all, you have a lot to take care of. Let your local Ford dealer do their part and help take care of you. Contact Contact your local participating Ford dealer for more details or go online at Ford.com.
Well, meanwhile, the market, the Dow Jones Industrial Average up almost 40 points at 24,265. The S&P 500 off, it's neutral right now. The NASDAQ up 20 points at 9,212. Gold up $13.10 an ounce. And oil is up $1.11 a barrel. We'll have sunny skies today with a high near 92. West winds continuing 10 to 15 miles an hour, increasing to 20 to 25 miles an hour this afternoon, with gusts as high as 35 miles an hour. Clear tonight with a low around 64. West wind 20 to 25 miles an hour, decreasing after midnight. And tomorrow will be sunny with a high near 89. West winds 5 to 15 miles an hour with gusts as high as 20 miles per hour. 74 degrees, 22% relative humidity. Wind out of the west-southwest at 5 to 15 miles an hour. Financial news brought to you by your Imperial Valley Ford dealers.
The president announced that he will extend social distancing guidelines through April 30th.
In the KXO newsroom, we've got a COVID-19 update from the Imperial County Health Department.
Coronavirus is affecting everyone. He has issued a domestic travel warning
for coronavirus death in Baja California.
Was diagnosed with COVID-19.
COVID-19 survival.
Globally, we have passed the 500,000 mark with cases of COVID-19.
Stay home. Stay home.
Hope everybody's safe.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro on AM 1230. KXO.
This is CBS News on the Hour, presented by Capital One Bank.
I'm Steve Kathan. In northern New Jersey, the Senate's hearing from the nation's top infectious disease expert as more states take steps to reopen during the coronavirus pandemic. CBS's Bill Rakoff.
Witnesses are participating in the video conference in a one-time exception.
Senator Lamar Alexander gavelled in the hearing this morning from his Tennessee home, where he's self-isolating after a staffer tested positive for COVID-19. Witnesses like Dr. Anthony Fauci are also testifying remotely. In his opening remarks, Fauci was cautiously optimistic about one or more vaccine developments.
We have many candidates that hope to have multiple winners. In other words, it's multiple shots on goal.
Fauci also says treatment trials continue, with efficacy remaining a big question mark.
The U.S. Supreme Court hearing arguments in two cases today involving President Trump's financial records. A House committee and the Manhattan DA's office have been in pursuit of them. Patrick Strawbridge is a lawyer representing Mr. Trump.
The president's personal papers are not related to anything having to do with the workings of government. And to empower the committees to simply declare him a useful case study is to open the door to all sorts of oppressive requests.
Justice Elena Kagan said past presidents have reached compromises on these questions.
These subpoenas are for personal records, where the president is just a man. They're not for official records, where the president might have executive privilege.
In New York City, some of the attention in the coronavirus fight has turned to the more than 50 cases of an illness that's hit children that appears to be linked to the virus. Mayor Bill de Blasio.
Early detection, early action makes all the difference here. Persistent fever, rash, abdominal pain, vomiting, and if you see any combination, especially be concerned.
Today at the Vatican.
Oggi è la giornata degli infermieri.
Pope Francis praising the work of nurses in the pandemic, saying they've put their own health at risk, showing courage and self-sacrifice. Georgia's Attorney General says today the state's Bureau of Investigation will look into how local law enforcement investigated the shooting death of Ahmaud Arbery, the black man who was chased down by two white men in February. Charges came last week after a video surfaced. The Anti-Defamation League reports more anti-Semitic incidents last year than in any other year over the past 4 decades. CEO Jonathan Greenblatt says that social media is helping fuel some of that. Wall Street right now, the Dow is up 33 points. The S&P 500's down 1.5 points. This is CBS News.
Why settle for average? With Capital One, you can open a new savings account with a rate 5 times the national average. Welcome to Banking Reimagined. What's in your wallet? Capital One N.A., member FDIC.
We understand that these are uncertain times, and while we are all looking for answers, we know many of you are also looking for help. That's why Liberty Mutual is automatically refunding a portion of our customers' personal auto insurance premiums. We're also offering flexible payment options for those who have been financially affected by the crisis. In these uncertain times, we want you to know we are here to help. Learn more about what Liberty Mutual is doing at libertymutual.com/COVID-19.
Truck Talk, sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts. Social distancing has led to lots of outdoor meetups, with 6 feet of separation, of course. For those nighttime hangs, why not use your truck to light up the night by adding light bars to your pickup? Install them behind the grill, above the cab, or even to the back bumper. Just make sure a licensed technician does the job. Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get guaranteed low prices and excellent customer service at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Better parts, better prices every day.
The big grocery chain Kroger is moving to end what became known as hero pay for its frontline workers, an extra $2 an hour. Unions say Kroger wants to do away with the bonus next week. Overseas, more countries are taking steps to reopen.
Italy will reopen bars, restaurants, and hair salons from next week. Even as lockdowns are easing in Spain, Austria, and the UK, all 3 countries are ordering arriving international passengers into 2-week quarantines. Denmark is stepping up COVID testing and putting a contact tracing system in place to prevent a second wave there. And Europe's biggest budget airline, Ryanair, plans to resume 40% of flights from July, but passengers will have to wear masks and ask permission to use the restrooms. Vicky Barker, CBS News, London.
United Airlines won't promise an empty middle seat, but will warn people when their flight is approaching full if they feel uncomfortable and want to rebook. In northern New Jersey, I'm Steve Kathan, CBS News.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio with Carroll Buckley.
Yeah, for some reason or another, you sound a little taller on radio.
AM 1230 KXO. 1230.
This is an ugly candy bar. Peter Paul's almond cluster. It bulges from the way they stuff those almonds and crunchy stuff inside. It's so ugly, in fact, we're not going to show it to you. But don't go away. We're going to show you something. Isn't that something? Believe me, it's better than looking at our candy bar. Funny thing, ugly as it is, almond cluster tastes just beautiful. Why people who make such a crunchy, chocolatey candy can't fix the way it looks? I don't know, maybe we should be on the radio or something, skywriting.